Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to the Hermitcraft server. This is episode 70 and as you may have just noticed just there, I have decided to slightly, ever so slightly, alter my introduction. And I know that is going to cause a massive amount of drama down in the comment section, okay? I can already feel it. I can already feel all of the comments coming in saying, oh, I hate change, oh, this is disgusting. But I thought I would experiment a little bit. I thought I would experiment with things because, you know, I've had the same introduction for what must be going on for about 2-3 years now, and I feel like I should just experiment with a few different introductions. I mean, my YouTube channel was very different back when I got that introduction, okay? I was a little bit younger than I am now, which means that my voice was a little bit higher, I could do the LO a little bit better, and I thought maybe, just maybe, it was time to try and switch things up a little bit. So who knows, I might end up going back to the original one in the next couple of weeks, but for the minute, I'm going to be trialing this new one. Let me know what you think to it down in the comment section, although I'm probably going to ignore all of those because pretty much all of them are going to be negative for the first time I'm using it. But anyway, that aside, I have got a bunch of exciting things that I want to talk to you guys about at the start of today's video. Seriously, it is all go at the minute because, ladies and gentlemen, I am full-time YouTube, okay? I am full-time YouTube. That's been happening this week, but most importantly, Minecon was amazing. Minecon was awesome. Met all of you guys, you know, had an awesome hangout, and it was just so cool. I was on the Redstone panel. It all went really well. It was all just brilliant. It was seamless. I gained 7 million subscribers over the weekend. Yes, I am recording this on Thursday. Minecon hasn't happened yet. I'm just projecting what I think might happen over the weekend. Obviously, apart from the 7 million subscribers part. But yeah, I am so excited for Minecon. I think, as far as I can tell, it's going to be awesome. And I am actually going to be on a few of the panels over there. I'm going to be on the Redstone panel, potentially on the Google and YouTube panel as well. So look out for me. And if you are going, make sure you attend those because I'll try my best to make them really awesome. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't fully understand why I explained about the Redstone panels and the fact that you should attend them in today's video, because if you're watching this and you didn't see my Redstone panel, then sadly, you've missed my Redstone panel. Unfortunately, you've missed it by about 30 hours, so you're not even close. But what I will say is that from previous Minecons and things, I do believe, now don't hold me to this one, but I do believe that they upload all of the live streams and the panels and everything like that. So if you have missed it, then I'm sure it will end up on the internet somewhere so that you can see it in all of its glory, get all of the redstone understanding and information from the panel. Of course, it's not just me on the panel, before you get the idea. I'm going to be doing it with Cube Hamster, who is an insanely good redstone YouTuber, seriously very impressive, and also Tango Tech, Impulse, who are fellow hermits, which would be nice to see, and there is also Sankarn and Wout. Now, Wout is the person that made the insane piston door that was absolutely huge, so I can't wait to speak to him as well. So it should be really, really interesting, and it's going to be a pretty cool panel, but it's going to be in front of 1,100 people, potentially, and I am very, very nervous for that. So we're going to be moving on from that, because now I should probably start talking about the plans for today's Hermitcraft episode. As you can see, we're going to be doing a bit of redstone in today's one. We're going to be heading over to Igevin Space, because he's got a bit of a project for us. So I was just walking along, minding my own business, and I looked up, and Mega Shrek is still there. For some reason, I thought he'd been taken down. I thought he was long gone, but he's still there. He's still going strong. Oh, what a mega project that was. That was so cool. I'm so glad I decided to do that, but I do feel a little bit bad for Jev, because that's his base there. And I did ask him before I built it. I was like, hey man, can I build a giant Shrek above your base? It will only be there for a couple days. And he was like, yeah, sure. It's been there for around about 3 weeks now, and it's probably a little bit bigger than he was expecting. So I might have to take that down at some point. I'll do that at some point, yeah, I guess. But anyway, this is Igevin Space. You can see this is the entrance area. And one thing that he likes about this, which I think is quite cool as well, is that he's made it so that this area here looks really rubbish, right? He will say it himself, okay, this isn't me being mean, he will say it himself, that this area looks a little bit rubbish, but then you drop down, and he has got all sorts going on, including some slime blocks, which I've sort of misjudged there, but as you can see, this place is really, really awesome. I love my underground bases, as you know, I always end up doing them, and this is such a cool colour scheme. Maybe it's because of the stone bricks, okay, I do love me some stone bricks, but I really, really like this area, so I'm going to take a look around, and I'm just going to see all the sites, then we'll head over to the redstone location. Aha! I have found the spot that I need to do the redstone. So what he wants me to do is he wants me to create an armor stand switcher that is going to swap out these armor stands with other ones with the press of a button. Now, I really like the idea of this redstone contraption, but that does mean that I'm going to have to do a bit of redstone designing, so let's just hop into a redstone testing world, and I'll get to it. So, I have managed to get my redstone hat and boots on, and I have come up with a design that I think is pretty decent, you know? It's pretty good, it uses slime blocks, and it does the old switcheroo, but sadly, I've built it right next to a redstone contraption that hasn't come out yet, and I really don't want to spoil, because it's a really cool redstone contraption. You can see it just off to the right of the screen right there, and I'm going to try my best to keep that nice and hidden, because I will be really disappointed if I manage to spoil that one. But anyway, as you can see up the top here, we have got ourselves some armor stands, and then down at the bottom, we've got ourselves some extra armor stands. When we hit this button here, you can see that they perform the old switcheroo. The top ones drop down to the bottom, and the bottom ones pop up to the top. Now, the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about here is slime blocks and servers. As you guys know, that's my worst nightmare. It really is my worst nightmare. I've had so many problems with this in the past. So fingers crossed, everything works perfectly. If not, I'm going to throw my computer out the window. Okay, 100% confirmed. I will say that right now. I've just broken through the cliffside, so now we have a nice peepee hole out into the Hermit Hills area, which is rather nice. But distractions aside, because this is all strictly business, you have to remember I'm business and I'm paid by the hour. So I have to make sure that I don't distract myself. Redstone is going well. The redstone is going really very well. There's just a few extra bits that I need to do. So let's just chuck the redstone down into this section here. And oh, we're going to need a block right there. So we'll just quickly place those in. And then we need these slime blocks across the bottom. And that's pretty much going to be everything. We're just going to need the armor stands, which definitely don't want to go there. We're going to need the slime blocks first. Then we're going to need the armor stands. And then that will be it as far as I can tell. So let's just chuck these guys in. And oh, jump boost always catches me by surprise. I'm not used to having it. But yeah, I think as far as I can see, everything should now be in place. So let's hop out of here. Boink. And oh, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous because, as I say, if this doesn't work, throwing my computer out the window. So I've got it in my hand. My computer is in my hand. You do not want to know what I'm controlling my mouse with. And let's just hit this button here and... oh, it's not worked! It's not worked! That was to do with timings and things. Oh, that is not good. I'm not happy about this, guys. I'm going to have to take a look at my redstone testing world and make sure that I haven't made a mistake. I haven't thrown my computer out the window because I don't know if I want to. But, oh, that is not good. Well, I am very glad that I didn't throw my computer out the window because it turns out I made a bit of a mistake in terms of the redstone and things. So let's just quickly fix this up. That needs 3 ticks, that needs 2 ticks, or 5 ticks in total, that's fine. But what I did was I placed the slime blocks 1 block too high, and that meant that nothing really worked. And yeah, you saw what happened. So let's see what happens now. Hit the button, and switcheroo! It works! Yes, that is good. Right, let's chuck in all the other armor stands. And I think we can safely say we have got ourselves a working redstone contraption. Now let's just try it out with all 4 of them. And there we go. Swap in. Swap in armor stands like nobody's business. Excellent. Okay, I'm very glad that that's now working. That means that I'm getting 16 diamonds, which I'm excited for as well. So, good stuff. Now it's back over to the mumbo jumbo. So, the next thing that is on the long to-do list of today's episode is we need to do just a little bit of item transportation. I know, I've been putting this off for such a very long time just because it's such a boring project. It really is so very boring, but it has to be done. We need to transfer the items from over here, over here, over here, to over here. Basically, that's how it's going to be going down. That's quite a long way to go. This is no small project. That's the thing that's going to annoy me here, is that on the one hand, it looks like I'm just picking up items out the chest and then transporting them over to there. But there's a lot of items, and I'm going to have to wait for the items to sort out and things like that. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside, but it's something that has to be done because I want to start using my new storage system. There is no point in building that gigantic storage system over there than continuing to use this rubbish little thing, especially because I seem to be getting some serious lag spikes over here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, it's a bit of a slideshow at the minute. Not right now, but just while I'm standing in this sort of sweet spot, maybe I'm unloading something or loading something that is causing some hassle. But yeah, that's a bit of a pain, so definitely, that is all the more reason to move down to that section. So let's get to it. Right guys, so I have done the majority of all of the item transportation now. It was awfully boring, I have to say. I made about 10, 11, maybe 12 trips in total, and I managed to transfer a large number of my items into that chest there. Now the only annoying thing was, this chest, it takes so long to empty out all of its items. For the first 3 trips, I came down, chucked all my items in the chest, then actually waited for all of the items to be gone. I don't know why I did this. I have no idea why I decided to do this, but those first 3 trips in total took about half an hour, and then I came up with the bright idea to bring chests down, despite the fact that there are hundreds of chests around me. Who knows what was going on in my brain right there. But anyway, it is done now, and I have got the majority of all of the items from up there down into this system here. But there is one thing, and it has been annoying me while I've been doing this, but I am starting to realise just how many items aren't actually available to be sorted in this sorting system here. There's a lot of them. There's a seriously large number of them, and it just feels a bit rubbish. So what we're going to do is I am going to start work on creating a second automatic sorting system. Believe it or not, we are actually going to start work on making a second one, but this one is going to use a slightly different design. For those of you who aren't familiar with TangoTech's channel, he recently uploaded a video on an awesome, amazing new type of sorting system that is going to come in super handy. So that is what I plan on doing right now. What we are going to do is, if we can, actually, we're at y equals 28, which is fine. We are going to create a secondary storage system, like a backup storage system, so that if the items aren't sorted out in here, they're going to go into this one, and then if they don't get sorted out in here, then who knows what we're going to do. But anyway, that is the plan at the minute, and it should end up being really quite good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my brand new storage system. Now, I have just spent the past couple hours designing this thing, you know, really putting in the hours, trying to make sure that it looks really nice, and putting on all the redstone and everything like that, just so I can give a really good showcase to you. Of course, I am kidding. This was built entirely by TangoTech. I've just downloaded the world so that I can show you how this thing works and why it is awesome. Now, of course, I will put a link to TangoTech's video down in the description, because he is going to explain this 10 times better than I did, but here goes. Basically, in all of the chests here, so for example, if we go up to the diamond chest here, you can see that all of the slots in this chest are filled, and then we have some gold, and we have some cobblestone. Now, say for example, I put some cobblestone into the system, and it will make its way around like this, and then it will go down this set here, and as you can see, all of these hoppers here, they are all pointing into all of these chests. If I can stay on the blocks. Yeah, they're all pointing into all of these chests, and basically, all that happens is, if the item matches up with the item in the chest that is in the hopper, then it will go into the chest. If it doesn't match up with the item that's in the chest, then it won't be able to go into the chest, and it will drop down and try again with the next one. That's it, okay? That really is it, and it's just such a simple sorting system, and I have no idea why nobody's done it before. I'm a little bit gutted that I didn't think of it, but it's an awesome, awesome system, and it's going to be super simple and easy to build in theory. So the plan for today's episode is quite simply to get the ball rolling. So I've had a bit of an idea here that I think is going to look good. I think it's going to work out really nicely. Basically what we're going to have is we'll have the stairs going down like this, and then we'll just have a wall of chests here. So it's not going to be like a new storage room. It's not going to be anything like that. There's not too many items that I need to sort out here. So we should be able to get this done nice and easily. Now, I'm not going to be doing the redstone in today's episode, but I am going to be planning everything out, and I am going to clear out the area ready for the redstone, but you may notice straight away, bit of a problem here, and that is the fact that we have got the hidden crafting benches. There's slight potential for me removing those and perhaps changing the positions of them, perhaps putting them somewhere else over here somewhere, but for the minute, we're going to be keeping them. It just might be a bit of a struggle to fit in all the redstone. We'll have to wait and see. For about the 5 millionth time on Hermitcraft Series 3, I have run out of iron again. Yes, I am out of iron. I seem to come here pretty much every single week, and I seem to fill up with a large quantity of iron. It looks like, though... Oh, good. Okay, we've still got loads. So that is a bunch of stacks of iron there, and I'm going to run out of that pretty much instantly. In fact, hang on, I've just had an idea. I can check what blocks I've used. Oh, wow, this is going to be hours of entertainment. How many blocks of iron have I used? That's wool. That's quite a lot of wool. Whoa! Wow! 18,000! Is that how many I've mined or placed? Wow. That's a lot of iron. And quite a lot of stone slabs as well. 27,000 of them! What's my most used one? It's got to be iron. It can't be anything other than iron. That's insane. I'm just going to be looking at this for hours now. Anyway, moving on. So I'm just doing the finishing touches to the main area here. You can see I've got the hole. Everything is pretty much in place. We've got all the stairs in. So now I'm just working on lighting the place up. And one thing I'm not sure on, and I'm sure you can already tell what it is, but it is these sea lanterns here. They don't actually do anything. For example, when I place in all of the iron here, you will see that actually the amount of light given off is pretty much nothing. They don't give out any light, but it does look strangely cool. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm the only one that's thinking that, but I think it does look pretty cool. However, what I think I'll do is I'll chuck a sea lantern in there. No, see, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We're going to need to work out a proper lighting system for all of these, because at the minute, it's all looking a little bit dark down here. This entire room is very bright, okay? It's a very bright room, and it will be a little bit odd of me to make this area down at the bottom really dark. So, I'm probably going to have to work something out here, and I'm not particularly good at working things out. My brain isn't very good, so we'll have to wait and see what I come up with. Final bits to be done now, just chuck in this here, and we got ourselves a trap chest. That means we got 10 trap chests, which means that we can fill in the final slot for all of the chests. Here we go, and let's place these things in. It's a little bit tougher than I was expecting, but there we go, up there and up there. Right, okay, so that is what the storage system is going to look like. As you can see, I've added in some extra bits of lighting as well, and it is looking grand and fancy. It's looking good. I mean, it does, I feel like it needs like a little bit more work. Maybe we should work on the border around the edge here, or something like that. But at the minute, it suits the room, and it fits in here. It's a little bit misaligned with this area. It would have been good if I could just shift it down, like maybe one more block, then it would have lined up pretty much everywhere. But you can't have everything, and as I say, pretty happy with how it all looks. I think it fits in with the room nicely. Obviously, we're using the same block types and everything like that. So this is just going to be extra backup storage that's going to have the full sorting system, using all the fancy-pantsy redstone stuff that was designed by Tango Tech. But unfortunately, all of that redstone stuff is going to be happening in the next episode, simply because it's Minecon time. Yes, it's Minecon time. I can't wait. I'm going to have to get all my stuff together. I don't actually know what I'm bringing to Minecon. What should I take to Minecon? Obviously, there's no point in you answering that now, because I will have been. But I'm getting mentally prepared, you know. I'm going to see a bunch of people. There's going to be a lot of people that want photos with me, so I've got to get the A game in terms of my hair and everything like that, which is going to be stressful. I can tell already I'm going to have about 3 hours sleep tonight, and then I'll be turning up to Minecon looking rough and ready. The definition of rough and ready. So, yeah, it's just going to be an interesting one. I've never really been to any form of convention before, and I'm super duper excited. It's going to be like a new experience for me, and I can imagine I'm going to quite enjoy it, okay? I really can imagine it's going to be an absolute blast. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.